Solid point for the Wafflers, defended well, absolutely resolute, absolute wall at the back, Cody, Bolly, absolutely impeccable. Still not a massive fan of Max Kilman. He's Christoph Berra 2.0 for me. But I won't go too much on him. I'll save that for the podcast out tomorrow. Take a listen. Absolutely, I thought we were brilliant tonight. Really made a couple of good saves. We had chances on the break. Dendonka. If we had Souček in that midfield instead of Dendonka, we would be a completely different team. Dendonka's brilliant at what he does, but in that attacking half, just it ain't his game. I feel sad for him because he ends up in such good positions, but it just ain't his game. Good point, good clean sheet. Can't have asked for much more apart from a winner. Willie Jose off the bench, held the ball up well. Happy with what I saw so far. Absolutely clinical block at the end. Good start. We move on. Crystal Palace next. Up the fucking Wafflers.
We needed something tonight. We needed something back to basics, and that's what we got. Nuno 101, if you want to call it that. Defending your lines, break when you can, but be solid. And we were solid. And you got no complaints about that whatsoever. Obviously, creativity was never going to be a thing tonight, so that usual moan of mine is not relevant. But proud for a change. Proud of the way that they applied themselves. Neto showed a bit of bite when he put himself in a bit of danger there. Could have won it with the little dink, but it's one of them things. These things happen. Then Donker having a couple of chances and obviously messing up. Again, you expect that, but yeah, we need to go back to basics, how bad we've been at the back, and to come away from Stamford Bridge with the players that were on the pitch for them tonight. Couldn't be happier. Well done.
Decent result tonight, I think, away at Chelsea, 0-0. Especially seeing as we nicked the 3 points at home earlier on in the season. Yeah, I mean, you could tell we were playing for the draw all along. We weren't very attacking. The few attacks we did have, yeah, we probably could have nicked it, to be honest, but unfortunate. Jose, I think it was the wrong game to really see what he's going to be bringing to the team, really. So, but saved us at the end with that Havertz header. So, fair play to the lad. And to be honest, the little bits I did see of him, I didn't really see much of the ball and that, but he looks a strong player. Looks like his hold-up player probably be good. It's exactly what we needed tonight. We needed the clean sheet after, going so long without one. And yeah, again, I've said it, 0-0 away at Chelsea. In our current form, I'll take it. I think switching Semedo over to Hudson-Odoi in the second half and bringing Hover on for Ait-Nouri was probably a good idea because I think Hudson-Odoi was the man of the match, to be honest. He was their best player for sure. Yeah, positive. Got to be positive, ain't we, really? And the bench looks stronger. I think Martinho come on at the right time, last few minutes, just to make sure we got the draw out of the line and stuff. So, up the fucking Wafflers as usual.
Did Wolves deserve to win that game? No, not really. Let's be honest with ourselves, guys. We really didn't do enough going forward, I don't think. But did we deserve to lose? Hell no. It was a stalwart effort from the back. And throughout the whole team defensively, in terms of how they operated, they knew what they wanted to do going into it. They implemented the game plan effectively. And you know what? Hopefully this is a real turning point in Wolves' season going forward, going back to a bit of what we know, what those players believe in, and hopefully gets the best out of a lot of those players. It was good to see Podence come back into the team from his injury. I think he's been vital for when Wolves have played well. He's usually been a catalyst for it. Neto had some really bright moments as well. It was a defensive performance, but I also think that we had some options going forward as well, but Chelsea were a bit sneaky in terms of those fouls on the halfway line, which was frustrating for me. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of when we don't play a focal main striker up there. I feel it holds us back, and there were points where it looked like we were playing, three behind a striker, but there wasn't quite a striker there positionally to kind of drive us up the pitch. But you know what? We got the point. It's what they needed, and hopefully they can build on this going into next week on Saturday when we play Crystal Palace.
Not a match for the neutral, but 0-0. After a run of matches where we're always looking like we're going to concede a goal, it was great to see some defensive cohesion. I thought the back three were fantastic tonight. Bolly was outstanding. Cody was barking orders and telling people what they need to be doing. Kilman with his no-nonsense 7 out of 10 performance. Neves stepped up. I thought he had a decent game as well. Starting to question really what Moutinho brings to the team, because he seems to stifle Neves. So personally for me, you've got to keep Neves and Dendoncker going forward. Hopefully now that we've got Willian through the door, he's going to get some more minutes and we're going to finally be able to put Raul's injury behind us for the time being.
So we needed a clean sheet. We got a clean sheet. In that respect, job done, really. You can see that we set out to get a clean sheet right from the get-go. So that'll be a weight off the players' minds, really, from going, 12-odd games to continue letting in a goal. I thought we defended really well, really well. Chelsea clearly had all of the ball, but for all the ball they had, never really created much with it. Never really tested Patricio that much, to be honest. When you look upon the basis of the play, we probably had the best chance of the game with Neto. It's a bit unfortunate that one didn't go in. Willian Jose looked like a typical hold-up striker when he came on. Bit too early to make any real judgments on him at the moment, but it looks like he's going to be an effective target man. Shame that he didn't get that ball from Dendoncker at the end to see him get a shot away. But all in all, just one of those games really where happy to take the point and move on now to Palace, where we should be looking to beat those. So hopefully we get 3 points.
Well, very happy with that point. Very, very happy with that point. Very good point. Record at Stamford Bridge, absolutely terrible. But we've gone there with a plan today, and they've pulled it off. So credit where credit's due. Absolutely fair play to them. Had our backs against the wall in the first half. Second half, pretty much the same. A few more counter-attacks in the second half, which was quite pleasing. But with the run we've been on, and the performances which have been below par, struggling to get a complaint. Absolutely fantastic. Game plan worked. It came off, and it's a very good point on paper. You look back over the course of the season, you're not going to say, "Oh, we got a point at Stamford Bridge, but the performance wasn't the best." Doesn't matter. We've got the point. Get on the bus, lads. Just get back to Wolverhampton before the fucking FA try and take the point off you. Let's just get back. Point in the bag. Onto Palace. Come on, much better Wolves.
Hi guys. If you'd say to me before the game, would you take a point? I'd 100% have said yeah. Chelsea, the players they've got, the new manager coming in now, all the pressure they've got to perform, to be given a chance to make the starting lineup for Chelsea. I really did think we were going to have a tough game, and we did. But while our defence was so much better with the back five, Cody, Bolly, Kilman all did really well. Bit of an unpopular opinion, but Somodo, for me, is getting better every game. I couldn't knock him. He did really well. He even swapped over when Ryan Nori got injured. I just think he will become the player that we originally thought was coming from Barca. We will see that side of him. He just needs time to get used to the Prem, and he's doing it. He's looking better. For me, Donk really should be doing a little bit better. He's a great player. It's just his finishing. The header, the chance he had, he needs just to be that slightly bit quicker when it comes to kicking the balls, because it always seems to get someone coming from behind and take it away from him. Can't knock him for the header. It was close. Fair play to him, but he's got to start getting some goals now. 0 goals this season, and he's such a player. I'm sure as soon as he gets one, they'll just keep on coming. Neves again looked great. Up front, Podence, wow, so glad to have him back. Neto again, man of the match for me. Doesn't stop running, doesn't stop going. Rattled the crossbar as well. Adema did okay, not great. And I just think really in the future we're one good midfielder away from being so much better attacking, because nothing really comes through the midfield. We just need a good attacking mid. But so far everything looks good. Patricio coming off his line, I couldn't believe it, actually doing that now. Fair play, the point is just what we needed. Clean sheet, really proud of Wolves, and hopefully move on to Palace. Willian Jose looked okay when he came on, changed the team's dynamics a little bit. when he came on, and I think really he should be given the start against Palace. But that's it from me. Cheers, guys. Bye.
So 0-0, and I guess you can't sort of complain at that result. Nothing actually happened in that game apart from a lot of Chelsea possession. I don't think they actually troubled us that much considering their possession and dominance of the game. They didn't trouble us really. I just wish our hold-up play was a lot better. That's our first clean sheet since the 30th of October, I believe, against Palace. So, yeah, I think generally it was must needed in terms of the players believing the fact that we can be that team that can keep a clean sheet. I just wish we were better in terms of our hold-up play. Traore, Neto, Podence didn't do a lot, but then arguably you could say that they're not that kind of player. But we just needed to hold on to the ball a little bit better for me. You could say that if Willian had started, or if another striker that could hold the ball up would have started, that we might have actually sort of scraped the win there. But I think overall, I'm happy with just getting that clean sheet, getting over the line, and then, going on to the next game, you could say. So yeah, I'll take the result, but hopefully, we can be a bit more ambitious in our style of play. I think if we play a striker, then we will do. So yeah, roll on Palace on Saturday, and I think we can get the win.
Chelsea 0, Wolves 0. What can you say about that in 60 seconds? Cody, Bolly, Kilman, superb. I think we defended really, really well, and the key objective of the game really was to get a clean sheet, take the point and get out of there. We sucked the life out of the game in Tuchel's first game, and I don't really think they ever carved us open or created many chances, to be quite perfectly honest with you. Palace now on the weekend's a massive game. Get the 3 points there, 4 points from 2 away games is a fantastic return. Keep the faith, up the Wolves.